station appears to be abandoned.
All the better, I suppose?
Showed them.
If the traitor was right and the data he's looking for still exists, this place is our last chance of finding it. All right, Hive. Hold tight. I'm heading in.
Who are you? How did you find this place?
Don't move. I've got my crosshairs trained right on you.
Why does everyone have to be so jumpy nowadays? Come now, relax. There's enough calamity at play as it is.
Are you referring to the disintegration of the Bloodstar gang, or the general state of the DMZ?
The former, obviously. Damned Bolton. It was bad for a while already, but it got worse once he took over.
Bolton?
People called him Gas Mask. Not that anyone would call him that to his face, of course. He was disfigured, bitter.
Oh yeah, Gas Mask. Doesn't quite earn my sympathy.
What would you know about any of this? You've encountered him?
I don't want to get into it. I'm just looking for a particular databank. I'm working on the assumption that someone brought it here ages ago. Whoever archive admin was.
Yes, that was me. I suppose G&B hired you in order to ascertain the remaining resource value of the region. We mined on Palimon during the war. We knew the risks, but then G&B failed to extract us from the encroaching battlefront. When the dust settled, the only ones left were the few of us who hid deep in the shafts. The databank you're looking for is more than simply log records and resource locations. For G&B, it's a historical stain on their reputation that needs to be erased unless they are ever taken to account. For us, it's where we came from. It's who we are.
Or what's left of you. Bloodstar's finished.
You seem pleased enough about it. You know, we weren't always on the wrong side of affairs. I was the gang historian, but my job was more than keeping files. It was onboarding new recruits to our code. It was keeping the continuity. Now, there are none left to carry the flame. Some are joining new gangs and leaving their old allegiances behind. Some are trying to flee the DMZ altogether. All that remains are the stories. Take the databank. I'm not equipped to resist you in any case. But keep in mind, the drives are antiquated and cumbersome, incompatible with newer technology. The whole databank needs to be physically removed from the back of the station. I only want to live out the rest of my time here in peace.
That is quite a heavy tale. Thanks for sharing it.
Just get out of here. I've done all I can. My life's work is over.
Hey, take care out there.
Whatever.
Found it. Removing it now. Pull me up a random section, Hive.
Bloodstar code updated 0703-3045. Care, camaraderie, coexistence. The Bloodstar Oath is amended to include squadmate responsibility for widowed and orphaned members.
Okay, that's interesting. So they did have some form of social code. Pull me up another.
1712-3048. A crew of 15. Found malnourished after being forced from Union. 2 weeks rest and recuperation offered. A number already expressing interest in joining our ranks.
Well, they can't have been all that bad if they were rescuing starving crews. Wonder where it all went wrong for these guys. Let's try another.
3011-3055. Man-at-Arms Bolton again challenges the Chief for leadership. The Council intervenes to remind Bolton of the electoral process which has existed since the gang's founding. Bolton is reprimanded, but remains defiant.
Sounds like a slide into a dictatorship. I reckon we did Bloodstar a favor by ridding them of Gas Mask, even though it meant their undoing. Hive, I need to reconsider this. I mean, what's G&B gonna do with all this but mine it for resource data and erase the rest? We have a choice here. Return the data to the old-timer and let him finish his life's work, or cash it in for a healthy profit.
Returned.
Yeah, I've had a change of heart. I think you should keep the databank. Let's just say I might have learned a new appreciation for history.
Tell me something. I've been wondering. Are you him?
What do you mean?
Come on, there aren't many fighters out here who could have picked a fight with Bloodstar. So are you the guy?
Is this for the record?
On the final page.
Yeah. I'm the guy along with Dexter Bashar who killed Bolton. Gas Mask. We were taken hostage and tortured. Dexter Bashar. Be sure you get that name right.
Nasty business. I was never keen on the hostage-taking. Bolton was the reason it all went to hell.
Maybe one day you'll be able to rebuild Bloodstar how it used to be.
No, it's just a story now. You've shown heart by helping to preserve it. Thank you.
Roslin, I'm afraid you have come at an inconvenient time.
What's wrong?
You were just ransacked by our own head management. Blakemore's elite squad removed large amounts of provisions and weaponry from our hold. When it comes to cutting lifelines, this is a new low, even for management.
Are you sure they took it all? I recently passed Naria Transit Point and all I saw were a bunch of cargo drones waiting to be scanned. But no one around to move them anywhere. Could be the stuff you're missing.
You must be joking. Agnetha sent me all data coming from the transit station. Well, I'll be. You're right, Mr. Roslin. Looks like someone reshuffled our hand for us. Is there anything I can do to repay you for this situational update?
Actually, I'm looking for a cargo drone with this number. I was told that it was sent here.
Let me check. Ah, I remember. AAPY was part of a shipment containing new medical personnel. We had sent out a request for a new doctor, but only their luggage arrived. Since we had no use for their possessions, we dumped the cargo drone in a nearby junk hole. You might still find it there.
Excellent, thank you.
Losing a full-blown doctor was just as bad as getting our provisions halved, maybe worse. As it stands, I have 2 miners in medbay with only an unskilled AI operator treating them. So, should you ever find out what happened to the lost doctor, don't hesitate to tell us.
I'll look into it.
I am certain you will. Godspeed, Mr. Roslin. It was good seeing you again.
reached the aforementioned junk hole.
Seeing this, I wonder if Delia's stuff is still in one piece.
Extraction. Maintenance requested. Maintenance required. Last service in 137 soul cycles. Deposit ready for extraction.
Could this thing really have been out here for that long?
Maintenance underway. Updating system registry. Deposit extracted.
There you go. Finally where you need to be.
Window. Yep, this is it. Let's take it back to her.
Baseline, la-di-da. Can't you see me?
Scrap, is your speech processor glitching again?
No. I am reading out file names from one of the storage units inside the box.
Don't tell me you're rummaging through Delia's things.
It may interest you that the box contains no research material, but mostly outdated media files.
Delia will know if anything's missing. You just keep your nose out of it, okay?
As you wish.
You're back.
It's been a bit of a journey, but is this what you've been looking for?
Looks about right. Let me check.
A friend of mine called Shaw told me where to find it. He's the chief officer of Nephthys Station. That's where they were shipping you. He's a good guy. Told me losing a doctor put them in a pretty tough spot.
Aw, damn it.
What is it?
Those bastards took my research files. I had made certain that they would be shipped along with me, but G&B must have removed them after they froze me.
What kind of research?
Medical stuff. You wouldn't... Sorry, I don't want to take this out on you. It just looks like G&B screwed me over far worse than I had thought. So, what were you saying about this Shaw?
Forget it. It's not important.
They're missing a doctor, huh? I'm not very keen on moving to their base, but I could set up a secure line and talk to them. If they have any medical emergencies, I might be able to assist them remotely.
You are aware that they're G&B, right?
I do, but I am a doctor above all else. Once again, I'm walking back into my forest with open eyes. It's a reference to a song. At least my books and music are still in that box. It will keep me sane for a while.
What kind of books?
All sorts. Guilty pleasures, high art, most of it pre-off-worldian stuff. But I like it. Hey, once things have calmed down a bit, I could give you an introduction.
I would like that.
Good. We have an appointment. Well, I gotta get back to my lab. Thanks again, Adam.
You're welcome.
To be fusing with that cube. collapsing. I recommend gaining some distance.
We're still alive.
This warden was different than the ones we encountered in the past. For one, it did not posthumously turn into a black hole.
Yeah, I remember. Better wrap things up around here before it remembers too. 10 to 1, but this is what the hacker's looking for. Time to get out before another warden shows up. Let's take whatever this thing is back to the hacker and never come back here.
I agree.
That was fun. Let's head back to Fallon Pango. Is this what you wanted?
You found it.
Care to swap this for a material encryptor?
Certainly, but please be careful with it. It took me a long time to perfect it.
Say, with all this information you're hoarding, what can you tell me about a man called Maddox?
I assume you're referring to Henley Maddox, the comrade of Dexter Bashar, whose signature was broadcast alongside yours when you were held by Bloodstar.
That's the guy.
I don't know much. He's a very private person, and always avoided doing business with me. I understand he killed his superior during the recent war, and is now searching for something very valuable. But the only objects of real value are ancient things, like the one you just brought to me. Ancient and dangerous. The Okar are guarding these artifacts closely. By the way, you may care to know that they are already on the move.
Who? The Okar?
Yes, a raid on Avonrest. It's been on the wavelengths for some time now. Since that's where you flew in from when coming here, I assume that is where your friend is hiding.
Oh, scrap, gotta go.
Don't be a stranger, Adam.
Better value by weight.
Come in, Maddox. The Okar are on their way.
He is not responding.
Let's just hope he's ignoring me and the Okar haven't gotten to him yet.
To all settlement occupants. We are conducting a routine raid. Do not hinder our access to storage facilities and vessels.
Scrap! The Okar are already here. I need to get to Maddox's hangar and transfer the software before they can scan him.
You have no authority to barge in on us like this.
You made it back. If the Okar figure out what kind of ship I got here, I'm toast. Did you get the encryptor?
Yeah, transferring it as we speak.
Great. Now the Okar will probably register a change to the roster once I upload this to my systems. Try to keep them off my back long enough so I can get the whole shebang running.
I'm not so sure about taking on the Okar.
They'll be here any minute. Come on, kid. We're in this together now. Once I'm out, I'll meet you back at Rhodia Station as soon as I can make it.
Well, alright. Let's do this thing.
We have detected a register change in one of your vessels. Engage units for intercept.
Check again. None of my people would... Oh, scrap Maddox, you idiot! We should have never taken you.
Okay, Adam. The encryptor just started overriding my systems. Shouldn't be long before I can launch. Here comes the lizard parade. Ready to jump. Just a little longer.
Don't let me down, Maddox.
Nice shot.
Situation here.
You done good, kid. See you at base.
What the? Damn, it's that colonial cruiser again!
The sheer level of trouble you are in is without precedent.
Scrap, I'm screwed. Hey! What the...
Ah, you are awake. We meet again, Mr. Roslin. Oh, what, we haven't? I can never tell anymore. So many crossed paths. Anyway, I am well acquainted with you in the Roslin line.
My ship?
Is in the docking bay, returned by the Okar authorities who handed it over to me along with your good self.
It was you who raided the Bloodstar base.
Yes, looking for you. I've had quite a difficult time finding you.
You need me for something, or I'd be dead already.
Acutely observed, Mr. Roslin. After all, you shouldn't exist. Part of my remit was to erase every trace of the Roslin cloning facilities in the DMZ. Hundreds of loose cannons like you roaming the region and causing problems. Something had to be done about it.
I can't help what I am.
Don't expect pity from me. It's lucky for you that more serious matters are afoot. Pull up case file G72-844. Do you know who this is?
Yeah, Oscar Blakemore. He's the G&B director for all the DMZ operations.
Good. And this?
I only heard about it, haven't been there. Vesna mining colony in the Zarkov system. G&B regional headquarters.
Good. So you seem to have some idea of the astropolitical situation in the DMZ.
Look, what's this about?
This is about you, Mr. Roslin.
That isn't me.
No, but that is Adam Roslin, Blakemore's right hand.
You want me to be him?
Exactly. I need you to infiltrate the mining colony as the other Adam Roslin and gather some information for me.
And in return?
I let your base stand. I let you live.
I guess that's good enough incentive. I think I might have encountered him.
When?
Not long ago. The jump gate at Union Bridge.
Well, it must have been him, since you are the only two Roslin clones remaining.
Only two?
That's right. The cloning stations have been offline for some time now, and many clones were identified and intercepted attempting to reach the homeworlds. We couldn't have that, could we? And now there is just the other Adam Roslin, who is an agent for G&B, and you, who I can't really figure out yet. You are already in a difficult position. It is time to be clear about your allegiances. You can rehabilitate yourself with the fleet and we can leave you in peace. Or, I can put you and your companions on a high-priority eliminate list. Which will it be?
I would take the common sense approach.
Good. I have someone on the inside at the mining colony. She'll walk you through. So, we have an understanding.
Yeah.
I am pleased that our little discussion has proven to be a constructive one. Using the main jump gate to the Zarkov system where Vesta mining colony is located will not be an option, as you will be immediately registered.
There's a smuggler's route I've heard of. I know someone who can get me through.
Of course you do. Our agent will send you instructions once you are through to the system. My technicians have uploaded further instructions to your Hive unit. You will require some extra coaching in order to convincingly portray the other Roslyn. In the meantime, you and I will need to maintain radio silence until the task is finished. If you are discovered, I will deny any knowledge of your existence. And as a fugitive Roslyn clone, I will be obligated to hunt you down.
I have no intention of getting caught.
Having a colonial cruiser this close to your home base may cause irritation for your companions.
You're right. I better check on him.
Adam, what the heck is going on? Why is there a great big colonial cruiser at our door?
They were my ride home. I realize this looks bad, but maybe we can play things to our advantage. First things first, has Maddox shown up?
You were expecting more company?
I was hoping, but maybe it was too much to expect a mercenary like Maddox to follow through. Circumstances have changed. I'm in a real bind now. I need to do a top-secret job for the fleet. If I pull this off, we'll be given some kind of reprieve from the colonial authorities. But I don't know to what extent that means, or if I can trust this commissioner.
God damn it, Adam. What have you gotten us into?
Hey, Alec. Back when I was delivering the red plasma gin, you mentioned that there was a smuggler's route open to Zarkov? Where's it located?
No idea, but I'm sure Tarjak, that Okar bootlegger, would know if anyone did.
Okay, I'm heading to Cartwright's wake to catch up with him. You might not hear from me for a while. If Maddox shows up, tell him to sit tight.
We'll hold the fort. Let us know when you need bailing out.
Hey, Hive, those fleet techs been tinkering with you? You still yourself?
Inasmuch as I have still not been updated to the Eterna network, and have been grossly insulted by being treated as illegitimate machinery, I am the same Hive as before.
What did they do to you?
I have been supplemented with a coaching protocol based upon the personality profile of your target subject, Adam Roslin, commander of the G&B Elite Squad in the DMZ. I am to aid you in becoming like him, and to intervene during moments when you are not playing the part properly.
So my onboard AI is now here to show me how to act more like me. Crazy. I need to ask you something.
I am your captive, audience.
I've been having these weird dreams, these visions. They seem to be connecting me with something, but I can't quite figure it out.
Firstly, I can report that many clones have reported such phenomena, which have been hypothesized as a form of tissue memory. Secondly, I must remind you that I am an onboard AI, not a psychotherapist, and cannot help you in dream interpretation.
Okay, thanks for the help. freighter sure looks familiar.